So I just finished having dinner. I took myself to Applebee's. I'm just looking around my surroundings. I look to the left, I see a black man with a white woman. I look to the right, I see a black man with a white woman. So it got me to thinking, a black man like totally giving up on black women?
Where can men not take y'all on first dates?
Oh my God. Don't take me to Applebee's. Applebee's is crazy. I go to Applebee's with my friends.
I mean, I don't do Applebee's and Chili's and Red Robin and places like that. But I'm gonna definitely.
Why?
To the last lady in the clip, instead of her falling down on both of her knees, crying and praying to the Most High, thanking him that somebody is asking her to take her out on a date, she has nothing else better to do than to complain about that she does not want to be taken to Applebee's. Guys, you can't make this up. And today we are going to talk about the ridiculous attitude that a lot of women had. Now, the lady from the very first clip who was talking about that she took herself to Applebee's, looked left, looked right, and seen black men with non-black women. Maybe it's because women like myself, we are okay with going to the Applebee's. No complaints. As long as we are with the person that we are in love with, that we just enjoy spending time with, it doesn't matter where we go. But I've said enough. Let's roll the clips and you'll be the judge.
All right, so I will stop it for a second before they get rolling. Look at this thing. All right, these women are up here talking about, still complaining about dates. They should be lucky to get a date. For real. Show me this ninja, because we need to talk to him. Y'all taking some of these women on dates, y'all crazy.
Can't fire me, I quit. Anything that ain't acting their face to that extreme, that gotta be self-sabotage. Ain't no way, boy. That talking about no Applebee's, no Cheesecake Factory. I can't wait till the next time me and my wife got some free time to head to the factory. Go eat some cheesecake with a big old smile. God dang it. They tripping.
Said enough. Let's roll the clips and you'll be the judge.
So, what's a place that if the guy says, you know what, I want to take you out, we going out, let's go. And then he comes up with an option. What's an option that you say, nah, that ain't for me?
I mean, I don't do Applebee's and Chili's and Red Robin and places like that. But I'm gonna definitely express that and suggest.
Why? Why? Tell me why.
Because I feel like those places are just like sit down McDonald's. I don't think there's anything spectacular about the food.
No shade over here. Do not hit me with the body shaming commentary in the comment section. But if I look at this woman's neck and chin area, it looks like all she eats is McDonald's.
Huh, that part. Huh.
I got beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ranch.
Yeah, you can't take her to Applebee's. She said that's like sit down McDonald's.
So, what? She said it ain't nothing spectacular. That's your problem. It ain't supposed to be spectacular. You, as that sister said, you should be down on bending knees, never to get back up. No, you can't get back up. Down on bending knees, thanking God that somebody took you anywhere outside during the daylight hours with all of that.
Yeah, I say it's amazing that they come up here with this attitude. I mean, what you got, Raquel?
I don't understand. There's something good when they say they don't want to go to Applebee's or Chili's. Like I can name, if we go out right now, I already know what I'm getting from Applebee's. I already know what I'm getting from Chili's. We just had like a fancy dessert, and I told my husband, I was like, next weekend, can we go to the Cheesecake Factory? Like, what is wrong with, like, there's something good at all of those places. And even if it is McDonald's, like sometimes McDonald's is called for, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying every day, but first of all, when you're getting to know someone, it's not about the fucking food. It's about getting to see if, does he eat like he just got out of prison? Is he polite to the server? Did he check our surroundings to make sure, like, how did he drive? How did he park? Like, it's about so many things outside of the food.
They trying to pocket check you. So we already debunked this. They pocket checking you. So they're like, yeah, we going somewhere 5-star. Let me see how much money you got.
And it don't work. It's a flawed system. Ninjas used to take advantage of this in college. I know a buddy, before he would go out on the weekends, he would borrow his one cousin's Mercedes, his one boy's chain. You know what I'm saying? His one
That's what I'm
boy's
saying. There's no way to really tell that just because they're taking you to a 5-star restaurant. It could be a whole scheme. Yeah.
Why is she even complaining about the Applebee's or the Chili's? And plus, she said that that's not real food. When you go on a date with somebody, the food, the coffee, the ice cream, the walk is just an add-on. You are on a date with the person. You choose to go on a date because of the person. It is not because of the location. It is not because of the price of the food. It is not because of the color of the drink or anything else. See, these women are always worried about what they can benefit off of. If they cannot benefit off of a man's pocket and his wallet, even on the first date, even though they don't even know the man, they don't want to have anything to do with it. And just like the lady from the very first clip said, she started her video off by saying that she took herself to Applebee's. How many women say that? So many women are talking about, I took myself to Applebee's. I took myself to Chili's. But the moment a man wants to take them out, those establishments all of a sudden are not good enough anymore.
You don't want to be in a chain restaurant.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's necessarily like a chain restaurant. Just like you said, I want somewhere where where the quality of the food is gonna be good. Like, let's enjoy. If we're gonna enjoy this date, let's enjoy the food. I'm a foodie.
Yeah, we know you're a foodie, but you ain't worried about the quality. You don't get this big eating quality food. All right, you get this big eating oodle noodle, McDonald's. All right. Oh my God, she said, "Don't take me." I'm looking at her. I'm trying to be nice, Bonquisha. Goodness gracious.
I have shame. See, I have shame of she looked like she about part of our generation or a little bit older, close enough. I have shame. Tell me I'm a foodie. Can we leave some of this stuff alone? Just because y'all like to scarf food down y'all throttle don't make you a foodie. I'm gonna look up that. Foodie means something. It don't just mean I like to eat expensive food as much as I humanly possibly can. That ain't what a foodie is. Pretty sure it's got something to do with knowing what you eating. I'm gonna look into it. But if you a foodie, go ahead and start a daggone channel then. Like Food Network. Talk about your
and not a mukbang channel, not that. No.
And one thing we know is with all this stuff, it's a sliding scale. So these standards are not for everybody, unfortunately. They are for the men that she don't like initially. There's no initial attraction, so she's gonna put you through these hoops. But if she like you, all right, you going over for Netflix and Gok first night.
Quick, early. And she like you. She gonna let you know. Maybe Gok first, then Netflix.
I'm a foodie.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. So like I said, it's not about the person that they're going with. Oh, forget him. It's about the food. Like the other establishments, that's not real food. Do you want to know what my husband and I did for a first date? We played Uno. There was no food involved, no loud music, no associates, damn sure no cell phones because it was in the early 2000s. And we didn't even go anywhere like that because it was about the person. It was about to get to know each other. Why do these women want to be taken to a place that is all elaborate, wine, champagne, and be picked up? The man doesn't even know if all of his work, effort, and money is worth it at the end of the day. Because a lot of women, they're just going on these dates. Some of them even take their friends or cousins with them, and then they ghost the man. And what happens is the man has lost his money, his time, all of that. All of these women nowadays, they want the queen treatment, but the man doesn't even know if that's really a lady that he is dealing with. But these women nowadays, they're really different.
Where can men not take y'all on first dates?
Oh my. Don't take me to Applebee's. Applebee's is crazy. I go to Applebee's with my friend.
See, I told you guys, did you see that one girl talking about I go to Applebee's with my friend?
And that's another part of it, is these women eat out so damn much by themselves. They will DoorDash Cheesecake Factory on a Wednesday. Understand, they will go to PF Chang's for lunch virtually every day. Like, they eat out so much. You really got to take them somewhere. They'd be like, you be like, let's go. You think you were going Cheesecake Factory. She's going to be like, I ate that twice this week already. I don't want it.
Okay. So in your words, Miss X, two things are true. Yeah, Bonquisha is out of pocket for making these outlandish requests. And at the very same time, she is tired of eating it. Just like the Rose. Bonquisha, you keep indulging in things too much and now you numb to it. So, see, here we go. What's that? The law of diminishing returns. There you go. It's still that one here. The more you experience something, the less satisfying and satiating it becomes. Well, Quisha like, shoot. She like, I have Benihana's on a Thursday. You best to take me. We got to go out of state. That's why you got to fly her out just to go on the first date. It's got extreme.
So yeah, we can blame part of this. We can blame technology for part of this. You know, DoorDash, Uber Eats. Now Bonquisha got a little bit of money. She can eat whatever she want in a snap of a finger.
With my friends, because we just do not want to spend our money on establishments. We want a man to take us. I go to the Applebee's with my friends because that's all I can just afford, because my hair, my nails, my lashes, partying, outfits, all of this just costs too much. I can't go to a high-end restaurant. I go to the Applebee's with my friends. Let's just continue.
I go to Applebee's with my friend. Take you on the first date is how you feel about you. That's not true. If there's a woman you've been wanting to talk to for so long, you finally guy, you gonna take her to Applebee's?
Why do you think he wants you for so long though?
He said it.
Because
he was in my DM like, can I eat it, please? That's why.
Why trying to expose me?
So if all a man has to do nowadays is be in a woman's DMs for months and months talking about I want to, you already know what, then this woman should have no complaints that she's being taken to the Applebee's.
Oh. Man, keeping it real gone wrong. Like y'all sisters, we tell y'all all the time, getting your kudakata eaten on or hunched on is not an accolade. A man will simply do it for sport. It's almost like breathing air. So I think y'all need to just stop pedestalizing that for real.
Yeah, that part. Wicked work.
It's really vulgar. Like to brag on men in your DM trying to hunt you is just like, that's every DM. That's every Facebook page. That's every woman. It's not special. Like,
And the ninjas is talking about they just trying to munch. That's a pathetic, sorry, sad ninja that y'all don't even want to show in broad daylight. Y'all call that ninja around 2 a.m. That's wicked work.
Yeah, I'll say, does it matter the number? Because like I said, I think every woman got something, right? Whether you big blowed out, you got 2 men. But some women say, I got 1,000 men. I got 5,000 men. Does it matter?
To them, I guess, yeah. They got 5,000 guys with their tongue out like Wile E. Coyote. I guess it means something to them in a shallow way, but what does that translate to? Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you collect them tickets almost like at the arcade and go? Yeah, can you cash just in for something?
No, you can't. You can't. And like, you only stand to benefit when you put out. So when you say it, when you tell people that, people assume that your body count is higher because you're talking like a damn man about his, what did Kendra refer to it as? A roster? Mm-hmm. Like, saying you have all these men in your DM is like calling out a roster to me. A lady should not be discussing and disclosing any kind of man trying to eat her kudakata unless she's like writing a report to the police because he's trying to harm her in some kind of way. But on a podcast, when you're a single woman, you think this is gonna get you the man of your dreams talking like this?
That's a wild police report.
Crazy.
Yeah, because if you talk to me like that, like, you know, there's certain things I'm a take, you know, like on the chin as a young lady, you know, as a lady, I can be cool, but you know, things can go too far, you know, and if you stalking me, if I see you at the gym and at the park and all these places that I go, and you talking crazy like that, I'm gonna have to put you in a police report. Yeah.
Applebee's. I mean, honestly, if your standards are that low, then you should be happy that somebody is taking you to the Applebee's. Like, if you have a DMs like that, you're supposed to block a person. Like, a man sending a woman a DM like that, I would not even consider that being a man. Like, what are you talking about? And then I don't understand the other podcasters saying, why are you trying to expose me? I know they're trying to be funny and everything, but the world is watching. And you don't understand how it looks when a man is behaving like that or reacting like that to a woman speaking like she did. You know, the proper reaction would just be complete silence. So this woman would understand and know that what just came out of her mouth is super, super classless.
They also said that always really trying to get at you. Oh, I would never give a chance. Those are the worst.
That's not always true, though.
No, it is.
I did that one time. I did it twice, and I will never in my life do it.
I would never do it.
Well, I'm gonna need you guys to pay good attention or close attention to the next sequence that I'm about to show you, because these two women right here, they're going to be talking over each other in a high tone of voice, and they're absolutely not bothered with it. Until the man subconsciously does the same, and guess what? He's being put in his place right away. And the facial expression, the attitude that this woman is carrying in her facial expression, her aura, her energy is the exact type of attitude that a lot of men do not want to have anything to do with.
They keep bringing me down. You've been wanting to talk to me. You've been saying, yo, what's up? And then when you get me, you play in my face. But I heard after a while, once they finally get you, it just satisfies them. Like, all right, I got you.
It's an ego boost.
That's how life works. Like, you never saw something you wanted for so long. My bad.
Keep talking over me. Keep talking over me. And the way that she's looking at this man is so disgusting. If she could, she would probably get up and slap him. That is so disrespectful.
Hell! Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of these podcasts, a lot of them dudes be simps, though, unfortunately. So they get them women in the room, they be trying to clap cheeks, so they be trying to be nice instead of telling it how it is. And yeah.
Exact, and that don't get you nowhere. And see how that sister look kind of enraged at this brother? That's misplaced lust. They just don't know how to show it. As Miss X pointed out, it starts at a very early age. I really think that was deep, because I do believe this is misplaced admiration or lust or wanting. She like, oh, Ninja, I wish I knew how to deal with you, but I don't. So I'm going to be combative with you, because I don't know how to get you and obtain you. I know how to get you to put me in a huckabuck, says she. All right, but I don't know how to keep you.
So she had absolutely zero problems with her homegirl talking over her on both of them on top of their lungs. But when the man is calmly, collectively speaking along with everybody else, he can't overtalk her. Girl, he wasn't even overtalking her. And then his reaction, that's what I mean. A lot of black men are being disrespected and they don't even realize it. They don't realize it because nobody has ever taught them how a woman can disrespect them. Do you know what his proper response would have been?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Exactly. Instead of that, he's talking about my bad. My bad what? I just, let me know in the comment section. Is he right for acting like that? Is she right for behaving like that? Am I right for even making this video? I am convinced a lot of modern women nowadays, they forgot how to be appreciative. They're always talking about you have to pay attention to the details, you have to pay attention to the little things, but when it's really about the small things, they are never good enough. They just want to be treated like queens. They want the man to spend all of his money on her. But if the man is ever asking her for money, oh, he's too broke.
So here we go.
Hell!
Yeah, these women out of pocket. Shout out to that Reverend dude. I've seen his content before, actually. He a wild dude. He be snapping.
I just seen it too. Scrolling through YouTube at like 2 a.m. I just see that wild ninja. Yeah, he be up there praising Jesus Christ.
But that's how that God, like she said, some of these podcasts, man, y'all need to embody that. Like I said, you don't have to be that vulgar, obviously, but, have some cojones.
You got to stand on your square. That is the only way to really come from up under the gynocracy. You got to be man enough to give all the women in your life that you either care about or love the hard truths. They can only respect you for it. When women realize that you are only trying to get in their good graces, to get in their skivvies, you can't get out that column. It's over. You weak. They recognize you as weak and a cuda cat hound, and they treat you accordingly.
Broke boys don't get no play. Broke boys don't deserve my time. That's why so many of them are single and pretend to be happy.
I've said this before, but I think the message needs to be said again. Listen up. If somebody wants to do coffee as a first date, this is somebody who goes on a lot of first dates and not a lot of second dates, or they're very cheap. And I do not care what any other relationship expert wants to say here. The cuckoo things they say, the truth is the truth. You don't like it? Sorry, I can't help it.
Look at her. She look like she ain't got no soul. And you ain't taking her to get no coffee because she already had 6 cups. So she don't want no more coffee. You got to take her and get some tequila now.
Tequila, listen here, you better know what that powwow is when it's damp in the Miller. You need her a Nort. Woo wee, them eyeballs. She can see sounds, my baby.
Her wood paneling. I mean, I don't know. I say chill on the blonde highlights. I see y'all when y'all are in there. Y'all are frying your hair off. Just chill, lady. There's nothing wrong with coffee dates. There's nothing wrong with that.
Listen,
A man wanting to buy me a $10 coffee is endearing. I'm sorry. That's kind. I appreciate that. Like, what's
Listen.
wrong with that?
Listen.
There's no alcohol in there. You can be safe. What is wrong with that? I just really don't understand women's problem.
It's boring. And they need excitement. Coffee is not exciting. It's too legal. Even inmates get coffee. No, got to do something exciting, like Miss X said, tequila, cocaina, a Nort something. Do a rail.
And these old cantankerous women, they just coming up on the internet. It's their final cry. And they
just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Shit, Teddy.
Truth is one thing, not being able to handle the truth is another thing. And as we see on TikTok, Instagram, and everywhere else, a lot of women cannot handle the harsh truth. They start off when they're feeling great about themselves because they have each other to pump each other up. They're making videos just like the one we have seen from this elderly woman. But then they get their reality check. They hit the wall, then they have a problem finding a man. The bills are piling up. They're overwhelmed, stressed the hell out. Then they start making crying videos from their cars. From their cars, they cannot pay their car note for it. This is not me making this up. This is what's happening. There are multiple accounts of females out there who started off by being this boss babe, doing all of these things, empowering each other, just to end up crying in their cars. And when we are making certain videos about it, they're getting mad at us. Equals not being able to handle the truth. Now, if you would be right from the beginning, have a humble mindset, still know your worth, but don't act like you are better than somebody, you would not have a problem with dating. And if you do make bad experiences with somebody, let karma handle that. You do not need to get on the internet and tell the world how shitty all men are. But when a man sits in front of a camera and is talking about his experience he had with a woman with a pretty heavy opinion about it, without disrespecting anybody, then all women go crazy. This is just a crazy world out here. I really hope these women will find peace at some point in their lives, because if not, it's going to be a sad, harsh, dark, and lonely reality for them. Okay, everybody.
That part. So shout out to the sister Saraya. Come up here, drop us some gems for Bonquisha. Take heed, please.
That dark reality is already here. It's inevitable. It's unfortunate. And regardless of what some of the detractors and blowed out Bonquishas may think, we up here trying to help y'all get y'all best outcome at this point. Adopt some shame if you may, and realize that you may be a pay-to-play bae, or you might just need you a more soft couch housepin to help you ride this thing out. We're trying to help y'all get the best and only outcomes y'all can. You're welcome.
That part. Until then, to the sub, sister.
All that.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness, looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Hey, man. Hey!